What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to another very exciting Liverpool transfer news update video, because Liverpool are advancing in talks to sign Milos Kerkez, the brilliant Hungarian flying fullback. Liverpool are leading the race, and Fabrizio Romano, a very reliable journalist, posted an update that Liverpool are leading the race, and not just leading but advancing in talks. So it could be a matter of days before Liverpool reach an agreement with move for the transfer of Milos Kerkez. So let me know, how excited are you about Liverpool's transfer window and about Milos Kerkez? Leave your thoughts down below, and of course leave a like on this video if you enjoy this. Subscribe if you're new around here, because I will post daily updates on Liverpool's transfer news every single day on my channel. And according to Fabrizio Romano, Liverpool are in pole position to sign Milos Kerkez. We already more or less wrapped up the Jeremy Frimpong deal, and Liverpool are just waiting for the final paperwork to be finalized before making the official announcement. And Jeremy Frimpong could be the first Liverpool player to be officially signed. And Liverpool are also pushing hard, pushing out the boat, as they say it, to sign Florian Wirtz. What a hat-trick of amazing, exciting, beautiful transfers it would be. Frimpong, Kerkez and Florian Wirtz. This is the absolute wildest dream of any Liverpool fan, to how to start a transfer window. And also leave your thoughts down below. What did you think of the amazing Europa League final where Man United lost to Tottenham? Tottenham won another European trophy since 1984, their first European trophy, and their first trophy in 17 years. And Man United missed out on Champions League football. They lost with an own goal, Man United. It's just the stuff of Liverpool fan dreams, what is happening. So Fabrizio Romano, on a Market Madness podcast, he was recently asked where things currently are with Liverpool's pursuit for Kerkez, and he said Liverpool are leading the race in a very positive contact with the agent of the player, who is the same agent who represents Federico Chiesa. So he has a very good relationship with Liverpool, and that's not a problem, that we are very kindly talking to his agent. The player would be very keen on the move, so the conversation is positive also in this case. It's not in the final stages yet, it's not done yet, so we have to be more patient compared to Jeremy Frimpong, which is in the final stages, which has been a very fast deal. In this case, there are more clubs involved, and this is why Liverpool are working on it, because Bournemouth know that Man City also registered their interest in Milos Kerkez. So Liverpool are advancing, but they are careful until the end, because there are other clubs looking for left backs in the market. So we have to see what happens with this transfer deal. What I can guarantee is that Kerkez would be very happy to join Liverpool. The message from the players' camp to Liverpool has already arrived. They are discussing personal terms. There has already been direct contact between Liverpool and Bournemouth to discuss the price tag. So the conversation is ongoing step by step. After Frimpong, Liverpool also want to add one more left back to the squad, which is very good, because Frimpong would be a brilliant right back signing and Milos Kerkez would be a brilliant left back signing, and that pretty much would complete our fullback department for next season. So Kerkez's agent, Fali Ramamadani, he also represents Chiesa. Kerkez recently switched football agency, during the season. And Hughes, being the sporting director who oversaw Kerkez's original transfer to the Premier League to Bournemouth in 2023, there are a couple of pre-existing relationships which appear to tip the scales in Liverpool's favor. Kerkez's apparent eagerness to sign for Liverpool should also help, and we are at the stage where personal terms and transfer fees are being discussed. I think if Bournemouth are reasonable, then Liverpool will do this deal. If they don't ask for something ridiculous like 60 or 50 million pounds, I think at 45 million, I expect this deal to be concluded. And even if a deal could take a couple of weeks to complete, to sign Kerkez on top of signing Frimpong could hugely regenerate the fullback positions in Arne Slot's squad. And we will look at Milos Kerkez and his stats and how it compares to Robertson, how it compares to Tsimikas, which areas Kerkez would need to improve on, and which areas that Kerkez is already better than either Tsimikas or Robertson, or maybe both. And Florian Plettenberg also confirmed that Kerkez is the top priority for Liverpool at left back. It's confirmed again, the player has been analyzed in detail, and he is ready to make a move in the summer. The Liverpool is optimistic about concluding this deal, and the deal is on, which is very, very exciting. And another news outlet is reporting Fabrizio Romano's words that Liverpool are advancing, but they are very careful until the end with this deal because other other clubs are interested in Kerkez. And Kerkez is one of the best left backs in the world. He has been praised a lot, and as you can see, he has 2 goals and 5 assists this season, having played more than 3,000 minutes. And Simon Brundish, who is a strength and conditioning coach, he described Kerkez and Frimpong as both players tick all the physical boxes for Liverpool. He said that he doesn't get really excited about transfers, but I'm intrigued by Frimpong, he said. He's a freak. Frimpong's remarkable athleticism, revealing that he averages 83 high-intensity runs per game, which is absolutely insane. The Trent Alexander-Arnold is 67. That's the kind of difference between Szoboszlai and an average Declan Rice type of midfielder. Kerkez also impressed. He clocked top speeds of 35 kilometers per hour. He's producing 74 high-intensity runs per game, a full 10% more than Trent, and outpacing even Andy Robertson. Kerkez is at his physical peak right now. He's a monster in terms of physical output and stamina. Frimpong is really twitchy in a Mane kind of boingy way. Frimpong makes 40 sprints per game, and the Premier League season high in a single game is 29. It's unbelievable. He's much more efficient at sprinting than nearly everybody in the Premier League. So this translates to a very low metabolic cost, meaning that Frimpong recovers quicker than most players from these sprints. He attributed this to his twitchy tendons and the ability to recycle kinetic energy with minimal energy expenditure, a critical trait for a high-intensity pressing system like Arne Slot's. Frimpong's repeated sprint actions, his agility in changing directions, over 200 accelerations and decelerations per game, and his durability has remained injury-free in all season. So Frimpong is a very unique physical talent. He said, what we currently assume is required in a Liverpool fullback might not be what is assumed the next season. And both, Kerkez and Frimpong can play high, they can play wide, they can recover quickly, get back quickly, and they can deliver dangerous crosses into the dangerous zones. Both players register significantly higher passes and crosses into the final third than the current fullbacks at Liverpool. Frimpong is in the 80th percentile for passes into the final third, and Kerkez between 78th and 56th percentile, depending on the metric. They cross and pass the ball into the penalty box. And for the combined fee of about 70 million total, it makes a lot of sense to sign both players. Another expert said that with Frimpong it's very different. You are adding a very different dimension in how you attack that space on the right. Now teams double mark Mo Salah, but if Frimpong is overlapping him or underlapping him, then they can't double mark Mo Salah anymore, and that will be a big advantage for Liverpool. I don't think we will have a big tactical shift. Kerkez would likely aim to replicate what Robertson did at his peak, but with Frimpong it will be a different dynamic on the right hand side. The overall value is a net positive goal difference for Frimpong, who is excellent in duels. So Simon Brundish summarized, both fullbacks demonstrated a really high capacity for all the work that Slot has shown he needs his fullbacks to be doing. So both Frimpong and Kerkez could be more than just depth signings. They may be the very embodiment of Liverpool's next tactical leap. And that's very, very exciting. So let's look at Milos Kerkez in detail. Is he the right fit for Liverpool? His profile, particularly in tandem with someone like Frimpong, raises questions about the balance of Liverpool's backline, of course. As much as fans like me want to trust the vision, the Premier League isn't a league that offers second chances to teams who get the defensive structure wrong. Milos Kerkez is an attacking force, that's undeniable. He offers a proactive, forward-thinking presence on the flank that very few fullbacks can match for age and dynamism. He averages 3.8 crosses per 90 minutes, ranking in the 91st percentile among Premier League fullbacks. He is also up there for progressive carries, successful dribbles and shot assists. His underlying metrics around expected assists, key passes and crosses place him among the most creative fullbacks in the league. And when you consider Bournemouth's limited possession stats, around like 50%, those figures look even more impressive. This is a player creating from limited touches, not someone inflated by dominant team numbers. His double assist performance against Man City wasn't a fluke. It was a snapshot of what he does best: aggressive carries, brave dribbling, accurate early deliveries into the box. And he could be a fantastic and long-term solution for the left back position in Arne Slot's team. And by the way, did you see Mo Salah's tweet after the final? Ange Postecoglou did say he would win a trophy in his second season. Congratulations. And that tweet went absolutely viral. And that is absolutely brilliant. I love when Salah tweets. So is it a tactical fit, signing Kerkez, or is it a risky gamble? If Liverpool were to start both Kerkez and Frimpong in a back four, they would be essentially fielding two wing-backs in a traditional fullback role. Neither player is naturally conservative in their positioning. Both want to push high, invert or overlap and commit defenders in the final third. That creates excitement for sure, but in the Premier League that kind of dual aggression can become a liability if the midfield and the centre-backs aren't perfectly set up to cover counter-attack. We have seen it before with Liverpool that we could be torn apart in a transition. And here is Kerkez and how he ranks across the top 5 leagues compared to other fullbacks. And as you can see, his assists, shot creating actions, expected assisted goals, non-penalty goals, he's really up there. Progressive carries, he's up there in the top like 15%. In terms of progressive passes, percentage of dribblers tackled, he's up there in the top 30% as well. And Kerkez is a player with strong underlying metrics, high physical output and a skill set aligned with positional play principles. His 56% tackle success rate, numerous box recoveries, solid one-on-one record suggests he's not a defensive liability, just someone who hasn't played in a system where defense has been the focus. At Bournemouth he wasn't shielded by elite midfielders or asked to dominate possession. Arne Slot might see that and believe Kerkez has another level in a more dominant structured team because of course Arne Slot favors aggression and verticality. If Kerkez is tasked with pinning wide players, creating overloads, allowing inverted midfielders to dictate centrally, it could work, but it will require absolute cohesion across the pitch. And here is the comparison with Andy Robertson. So as you can see, Robertson ranks higher in passes attempted, passes completion rate, progressive passes, because Liverpool dominates possession a lot more. But Kerkez ranks better in assists, non-penalty goals, clearances, blocks, tackles, interceptions, percentage of dribbles tackled, progressive passes, successful take-ons, progressive carries. In all these metrics, Kerkez is better than Andy Robertson. And here is the comparison with Tsimikas. Similarly, he's better than Tsimikas in quite a lot of metrics, but in terms of, creating chances and passes, Tsimikas ranks highest. So of course, trust the process. The data doesn't lie. Kerkez has plenty in his favor. He's not just an athlete bumping up and down the left flank. He reads danger well. He times his runs intelligently. But we should also maintain the structural logic of constructing a Liverpool team for next season. But we don't have a Virgil van Dijk in his prime and the Fabinho shielding the back four ahead of him. So Liverpool need to be careful when we are playing Frimpong and Kerkez simultaneously in the same team. But Kerkez is just 21 years old, so Arne Slot could still teach him a lot of new tricks and a lot of new tactical ideas to implement into his game, and maybe he will be a little bit less allowed to go forward at every opportunity, and he will be maybe a little bit more withdrawn and defensive, and Frimpong will be the one who is bombing forward. This is not a verdict on Milos Kerkez the player. He is exciting, multi-dimensional, he is very impressive and analytically. As someone who has watched Liverpool evolve under multiple managers, I know that fullback balance is not a luxury, it's a necessity. And Kerkez will be part of a well-oiled Arne Slot machine, hopefully, next season. But if this bold approach clicks, it could be something special to watch Liverpool next season. If not, Liverpool may learn the hard way that too much adventure can leave you wide open. It's going to be a very exciting season next season, and I can't wait to witness it and to see it unfold. Anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. Thanks for watching. Have a lovely day. See you later. Goodbye.